All right, welcome back to welcome back to the Division 2. They released title update 4. I haven't looked at the skill tree for the gunner yet, so you know what? Let's go look at that first, since that is the major part of this update. Is the new specialization, the gunner specialization, which is a minigun. The riot foam grenade, I knew about that. That's cool. That's a nice grenade. Armor on kill, intrinsic. Oh man, blah, intrinsic to the tree, the gunner tree. That's. They were saying it's tanky, so every fifth reload is. Huh. Bonus armor, repair armor, reloading faster. Multiple enemies. Okay, that's how you. Okay, so this is catered to light machine guns. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you get a bigger than standard pouch. Okay. I assume that's a 50 round clip I've been hearing about. 9mm pistol. Generate 10% of ammo. Party members recover 5. Okay. Rate of fire increased on kill. 20% weapon handling while not moving. Requirements supply line. Oh yeah, that's just unlocking. Okay, so yeah, they've made this kind of tanky, and the Banshee skill, which I believe replaces Pulse, confuses enemies caught in the wave. Increase confuse range. And I believe in PvP it disorients. Doesn't confuse, it disorients, I believe. And this is the other change to specializations, is that now you can spec into any 3 weapons. So you're not limited to just the 2 that were confined to it. You can just do whichever 3 you want now. 3 meaning you could do 3 main weapons, but I'd assume if you know what you're doing, you do 2 main weapons and your sidearm. I don't know if the double barrel shotgun in your sidearm counts as a shotgun or a sidearm. You can't copy talents from pistols to the shotgun, so I think if you're using the double barrel as your sidearm, you might want to go into shotgun damage, not sidearm damage. But I could be wrong for that. Don't quote me that. But it looks cool for meeting all this specialization. It looks nice. It looks fun. It looks like more tanky. Seems you'll be able to tank a bit more damage or stay out more. You know, you don't have to use as much cover. Your reloading's faster. Your rate of fire is faster. Disorient people. Seems like a very tanky build to cater to LMGs. Yeah. So the reason why I haven't tried it and I can't show you it is because I don't have the premium season pass, whatever. So I have to actually unlock it. Because as you can see, I haven't really started trying to unlock it because I've been trying to get my build right. I haven't focused on this. But I like this. I like that the I don't know the rest. It's on Reddit though, so if you want to know the rest, you can look them up. I just want to know them as I complete them to surprise me and stuff. I don't like to know everything from Reddit. But I like that these objectives are not just, hey, complete this mission 10 times, capture 30 control points, finish 5 propaganda broadcasts. I like that they're kind of different. You have to do different things, specific things. It's not like they're hard. It's just specific things you have to do, which I like. I think that's much better than, you know, just grind for grind's sake. So I like that they did that. It's a smart idea, and you get rewards as you go through it and complete the stages. So that's nice. They did this well. I like this. I also like that outfit, but too bad I'll never have it. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. They released a bunch of patches as well. I mean, a bunch of patches. They released a patch that had everything in it. That well with the gunner specialization, which just mainly fixes with AI and fixes with the map and stuff. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oops. Thought I did pull this up already, but apparently not. So they made changes to the clans. The clan vendor is now not the clan vendor, but the amount of XP it takes to level up has been, you know, scaled down according to how many players are in it. Class online status, a couple quality of life things to searching. Mods are now just offensive, defensive, and utility. There's no system or system mods or whatever they were, or generic mods or whatever. It's now just the three that they fit. And a nice little quality of life thing that they actually show you the color in the little slots, the little squares, like my chess piece that has 2 blues in it, instead of me having to scroll down to see what's in it. It just shows you right there. That's a nice little quality of life thing. That's nice. That's a nice quality of life change. It's better. It's better. It's a small step, but it's a good step. Yeah, a couple fixes for missions and stuff. Project talents. I mean, not project talents, but projects themselves. You don't need to turn in the weapons with certain talents and stuff anymore. You just need to, you know, donate LMGs, donate Badger Tough gear. Not that bad. Not a big deal. Yeah, they're much easier to do now. They're the way they should have been, because getting weapons with certain talents or whatever, it's annoying, it's hard, it's RNG, it's not a good way to do it. So that's good. It's really useful. Oh, can I hand this in? Oh, I can hand this in. Look at that. Alright, that project's done. Daily project. So the specialization tree has been reworked a bit. You saw that. It hasn't been like a full rework, but it's a nice change. That's a welcome change as well. Let's see if I get my mag holster replica. I'm never gonna get this mag, this mod, whatever. Anyways, some changes to NPCs. They removed bulletproof backpacks, decreased acceleration NPCs when repositioning in cover, enabled engineers to set up the turrets on the ground. Can't be depressed. Remove redundant exclamation mark from new items shown in cache content and proficiency caches. Apparel caches should now only display a exclamation mark in the UI. Yeah, that, I don't know. I still see this thing. I know it's saying I still have new stuff, but even when I clear out the new stuff, oh my god, analog stick. Not now. Even when I clear out the new stuff, well, I guess I won't go away unless I open it. Oh, look at that, a bonus. Now I gotta go through this. So this is the other thing. The item management gets kind of annoying in this game, man. It gets kind of... like, why can't I just manage those items from the cache screen instead of having to open all these screens now and go through it? What the hell, man? Oh, 14,000 armor and kill. That's not bad. So even if I, you know, take off the exclamation marks, I can see my inventory has no more. It still shows up here. So I don't know why that is. I have nothing in apparel, you know, that needs to be looked at or whatever. So I guess whatever. But anyways, this is mainly the title update. Oh, also they reworked the Firefly drone, which has been way better now. It's so much better now. It's useful. It does its per job. Like it's actually one of the best skills now. And this is how every skill should be. Oh wow, duplicate. This is how every skill should be in this game. This is how the Firefly works. See, the exclamation mark is still there. The Firefly works amazing now. I'll give them kudos for that. The Firefly is fucking wicked now. It still crashes every now and again, but that I'll chalk that up to user error, I guess. Sometimes it'll just smash into a wall if it's you know, going from certain heights. I mean, going from one height to another or something, it might crash into a wall, or if the guys are moving and it's following them and they run past a column or something, they might hit it. But it's all overall way fucking better now. Just way better. Exotic holster I haven't gotten yet. I got one piece. I still need to go and find the rest now. Follow the quest for that, which is nice. I'm glad they added in a, you know, an exotic quest type thing. That's cool. That's nice. And I bet it changes to the occupied dark zone. You know, now players can go rogue. PvP, they changed the rifle damage modifier and the shotgun damage modifier, but they didn't buff shotguns in PvE yet. And then a crap ton of bug fixes. So that's pretty much the whole title update 4, which is nice. It's a lot of quality of life stuff, a decent amount and everything, but now we need to focus on what's the real problem, what's really going on, aside from the, you know, just bugs and balancing. One, as I've explained in my video before, like getting the gear you want is hard. Getting the brand sets, the attributes, the talents. So I don't want to go into the whole thing, but like, we need to be able to at least change out one attribute, one talent, maybe a mod slot, maybe change a utility mod slot to a defensive mod slot or whatever. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just RNG still. I don't even know if like the same piece can drop with different mod slots. I think they can, but I can't remember for sure. But it's just way too RNG. So we need a way to farm for the right brand. And I think there's multiple ways you can farm for the right brand. Either tying it to areas, either tying it to factions, either tying it to the daily events, or any combination of these things. You have these resource convoys always moving around. You could have those contain, you know, a wyvern shipment or a Gila Guard shipment or a shotgun shipment, assault rifle shipment, whatever. Proficiency caches. These can take into account what you have equipped. Maybe not everything you have in your inventory, but maybe what you're wearing right now, maybe it takes that into account and gives you the same brand of, so you know, it might be mask, backpack, glove, chest piece, whatever, but you know for a fact it will be the right brand for whatever it is that drops. That could be another way. Same with weapons. It could just drop the same weapon type, you know, an assault rifle. So the more you as long as you keep using what you want, you will keep getting, you will at least have a good chance of getting upgrades for it. Talents, honestly, with how much talents are in the game and how much they're used for experimenting with builds and everything, and how like a build can be centered around like one or two talents or whatever, I think talents should just go back to the original way of you just you click a talent, you recalibrate it or whatever, and then you just have an option of choosing whichever talent you want. Like, that's it. It's just that. We still have to get the right attributes. Yeah, I don't see the restriction for that, and we should also be able to change. Like, I have a red and a yellow on this chest piece. If I want to change out that red for another yellow for cooldown, you know, I think I should be able to do that. I don't see why I can't. Fine, make it so I can't recalibrate skill power anymore, fine. But at least let me change one attribute along with the talent. Or the mod slots. Like, if we have to grind and there's so much RNG, you have to give us ways to either alleviate the RNG through crafting or through drops and shit. Or you could do it like Destiny, where you infuse things into it, like maybe you can always reroll the talents, but the talents have a range, like 20% explosive damage. Maybe it can drop from 10 to 20% explosive damage, and you can keep re-rolling it, and you can get 10%, and then 15%, and then 18%, then 12%, then 19%. You know, you can either do it like that, or you just make it so it rolls at 10%, but anytime you find a destructive talent out in the world now, you just infuse it into that piece, and you know, it brings it up 1%. So you find 10 destructive talents, and you'll eventually get it to 20%, which is the max. You're still grinding, but you know, you at least know what to grind for and whatever. And you're still making progress. Why doesn't cooldown reduction drop with gloves? I don't understand why that's a thing. Like, that's just weird. Cooldown reduction should be able to drop with gloves. I don't see why it doesn't. You have skill power like brands on gloves, so I don't know. It's weird. The merciless bugs, yeah, the merciless bug, yeah, they fixed it, but it's not a big deal to me. Like, it was a bug, whatever. They just need to make it easier to use. I don't even think it needs to be buffed. I just think the way it's used is bad. Like, I would much rather if this merciless, instead of it being a two round trigger pull, like, you know, when you pull the trigger it fires 2 rounds. The first round is a detonator, second round, I mean, the first round is a primer shot, second round is a detonator shot. I really wish they made it so instead of you know, it always being a 2 burst fire like that, it would just, anytime you single fire, it's, you know, primer shots, and if you click and hold it, you charge up the detonator shot, and then you let go and it's a detonator shot. Kinda making it sorta tiny bit like the Nemesis, but you know, you can also use it like a regular rifle and then charge it up when you have enough primers and land your shot. You still gotta have skill to land your charged shot. This gun still has a scope, so I don't see why it can't work like that. They changed the chem launcher back to 1-tap heal. They should just have an option to have it either way. But yeah, loot is the biggest problem right now. It's the biggest problem plaguing the game right now. Is people? It's just hard to make the build you want because getting the gear is hard, and there's numerous ways for them to give you the gear you want, or to give us ways to grind for the gear we want. Remove the restrictions on crafting, man. Either that or give us specific ways to get specific shit. Give me a specific, like, tell me you do this mission, you get an Alp Summit backpack, and then I go do something else. Like, if I do 3 of these things, I'm guaranteed to get a yellow attribute on some piece that I can, you know, recalibrate over. Or there's certain ways to get talents or something. You gotta have to give us a specific way to get the attributes and the talents and the brands we want, or you remove the restrictions on crafting. It has to be one or the other. It can't be both restricted as fuck and we just pray to RNG gods on like 6 layers of RNG. Can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. And you have the ways of doing it. So that's loot. There's many ways to do it. You know, just take into account what our inventory is, what we're wearing, maybe what the loadouts are. Tie certain brands to certain activities, factions, bounties, you know, whatever. The daily rotation on invasions, you know, maybe this week's invasion is fucking shit, I don't know, skill power, so everything's dropping skill power this week in invasion, I don't know, whatever. It'll give people reason to take part in the invasion, not just not care for it. Same with the resource convoys and stuff. Make those more prevalent, make those more like, you know, this one here, just as crafting materials. It'd be, if this says if this said assault rifles, I'd be hitting this thing up right away, right now, if this said assault rifles. But it's just crafting materials. I can get crafting materials by just opening boxes around the map, so whatever, it's not a big deal. So yeah, find a way to do that. There's many ways to do it. It's not that hard. Like, I mean, I'm not a coder, but I know some programming, and you guys have your loot tables and stuff. It shouldn't be that difficult to just tie certain brands or whatever to certain activities. It really shouldn't be a problem. So that's loot. I could go more on loot, but that's that. So after we get after everyone gets their loot, gets their build, yay, everything's balanced, whatever. What do we do with them? All we have right now is still the 4v4 conflict. Oh, and my apologies on my video before saying there's no domination conflict. There is domination in conflict, where you capture the flags. Skirmish is the deathmatch mode. When I played before, everyone always just voted skirmish. That's why I didn't even notice. That's why I never played domination. But I got to play domination a bit. It is a better mode. Remove the buffs. Just get rid of the buffs. Unless you can guarantee the buff will go to the losing team. Just get rid of the buffs. And some people may like skirmish. I don't care for it. Get rid of it. This game has, hopefully we'll have all the build variety we want. And if it does, that means PvP will never, ever, ever be fucking balanced. Especially if they can normalize the stats all they want. But when you introduce things like brand sets and stuff, you can normalize it as much as you want. It'll never be balanced. It just won't. You will have certain metas and certain brands you should be wearing and certain pieces and whatever. It just won't be balanced. Unless you center the PvP around specific gear sets or whatever. So you can only enter PvP if you have a full gear set. And if you don't have a full gear set, then the game provides one for you, where you just choose a class. Which is one of the gear sets. But if you farm the gear set in the world, then you can use your own gear set with whatever attributes it has and whatever. But PvP will never be competitive in this game. It won't. It just won't. Stop trying to make it competitive. Make it fun. Destiny put in Gambit, which is PvEVP. You're competing against another team to kill, AI enemies and a boss and stuff. Slap in something like that. Hell, you don't even have to do anything like that. Just put in domination. Make the map bigger. Instead of just having ABC, have A, B, C, D, E, F. You still have two teams competing against each other, but you also have AI, like an outcast faction or whatever, whichever faction. It's each match is different because you have a different faction each match, and the enemies are just running around the map trying to capture the control points, because the control points are the airdrops that you get in the dark zone or in the light zone, and the AI already has the ability to go and capture those. So why don't you just let the AI go and capture those as well in this game mode, while these other players are running around trying to capture them as well. That would make it much more fun. And then if you made it 8v8 or 6v6 or something or some shit, oh man, that'd make it even better. That'd make it way better. So much more fun. It's so much more unique to what it is. But I don't know when or if we'll get that. But okay. So PvP, whatever. Dark Zone's always a problem. It's always just gonna be made for like people who just want to troll. So, and I've been really thinking about it. And I think, man, the only way to really, because if they really don't want to change the Dark Zones and they want to keep the Dark Zones the way they are, maybe just add a rep system. Because you have leaderboards and stuff. You can already track, who's killed the most, who's already disavowed the most, and who's killed the most shade agents and whatever. Tie a rep system to that. So the more people, like, the more you go rogue and disavowed, and the more you kill shade agents or whatever, you gain a higher rep. And with that higher rep, that means you're put into a dark zone. You're match made into a dark zone with people with the same rep as you. So people who don't have a rep will be paired with people who don't have a rep, and they can farm to their heart's content. And people who just want to fuck with each other because they can't play PvP can go into the dark zone and sit at the front door and PvP. You know what I mean? So, because I understand there's supposed to be, this risk reward type thing. Is he my friend or foe in the dark zone? But right now there's no penalty to going rogue and killing people. Like, there's no penalty. It doesn't matter. Oh, I went rogue and I tried killing you guys 6 times and you guys killed me. Okay, fine. I just respawn. Big deal. Like, it doesn't matter. So I think I think the dark zone would benefit from a rep system sort of thing. I would also like it if the dark zone got bigger, like way bigger, and had more players, not 12 players, 24, 32 players running around, and there's more in the dark zone than just landmarks and drops, DZ drops. Like, again, pull from Destiny. Destiny's One of the best things in Destiny are the patrol zones, are the public events, is this interaction with random guardians, you know, coming together to do this public event. Just like I said in my last video, clear out the map. I just have public events spawning around the map with, like, you know, 32 players PvE just running around, you know, completing shit. And make the events harder, you know, put in some light puzzle mechanics. And there you go. There you go. There's another answer. You already have the map. You already have the map. You have the assets. You have the code for these events going on and stuff. You could already do like a base version of it. Where's Resistance? Resistance from Westside Pier. Was it called Resistance? I believe it. You know, the wave-based horde mode. Why is that not in this game? Like, I don't understand why that didn't ship with this game. This should be in the game, and you don't even have to give us a, you know, another part of the map that we haven't seen before. You can use parts of this map, man. Go ahead, give us a wave-based horde mode in the fucking lake right here. I'm cool with that. Whatever, I'm fine. Sick. Or, you know, this whole area here. That's fine. Like, just be more creative. Guys, you're too tied down into this Tom Clancy realistic setting, man. Just be nuts. Wildlands had fucking Predator in it. Siege is gonna have Quarantine. Like, Just Cause has demons or whatever now. You don't gotta be realistic, man. Like, just fuck it. Forget it. This is already sci-fi, sort of. I got a drone that sprays green gas on me and it heals me and it repairs my fucking bullet-torn armor. Fuck it. Just man, just get more creative. Let me shoot some laser rifles and shit. Give me a single shot grenade launcher that's a main weapon to use. Give me a fucking rocket launcher. Let me dual wield sidearms. Let me dual wield double barrels. Shit. There's so many things you could do, man. And the cosmetics. Okay, the backpack, fine. You can't let me hide the backpack? Sure. Let me hide the fucking chest armor, man. You have it so, like, if I click this, it hides the chest armor. You hide the chest armor. Why isn't there an option for me to just hide chest armor? Even just client side. Not even server side, just client side. And even in Wildlands, man, you're still carrying weapons on your back. Same 2 weapons on your back. But, you don't, they have a design where, you know, you don't have this huge backpack. The weapons are just sitting on your back. Why can't we have an option for that? I know the skills sit on your back, but you could place the skills on other parts of us and it'd be fine. Or just have a rack at the bottom that they hang off on or sit on or whatever. Like, man, there's a I don't want to be bashing the game because I still love the game, but there's things they need to do that if they don't get on quickly, the game's just going to fall behind. Like, the game is seriously going to fall behind. The weather. And that's beautiful, man. Like, that's sick. Like, I don't know. Is it ever raining in a PvP map? I don't think so. Why can't the occupied dark zone always be like a sandstorm or some shit? Or like, the occupied dark zone is that, but this dark zone is just always a sandstorm or a thunderstorm or some shit. Or this whole area is a perpetual fucking lightning storm, even during the day or some shit. Just get crazy with it. Who cares? Fuck. Or hey, if I level up a control point to level 4, make it so, hey, since you leveled it up to level 4 and you spent all that time, we're gonna guarantee you to get something good. So when you open that yellow crate, we're gonna make sure 4 of those pieces or 2 of those pieces are guaranteed to be the same exact thing you have, but like a direct upgrade in some sort. Or maybe not a direct upgrade, but it's a direct upgrade to at least one of the stats or something. Or hey, if you level it up to level 4, the same brand with the same talents will drop, but the attributes will be different. So that gives you a way to farm that. Or the attributes might just be higher or something. There's ways to do all this shit, and fuck, man, fuck. I don't know. But the Firefly rework is great. The mod system has gotten a bit better. They have that whole bullet registration thing that they're looking into. Fine, I'm not smart enough to look at that shit properly, so that's on you guys. You other guys can deal with that shit. You know, they still got to make tank builds. I guess with this specialization, tank builds are a bit more viable now. But I mean, like a shield tank build and stuff. I don't know. Give me something on my shoulder that fires rockets or something. You know, like you have that drone in the air from the Black Tusk that only shows up on the invasion. So if you clear the invasion, it doesn't show up anymore. Man, put a whole squad of those rolling around the map in the PvE instance one where, you know, 12 of us have to come together to help bring down these three drones, these three big ass drones. I don't know, man. Have a big mini tank rolling through. Have some light puzzle mechanic. You need a patrol zone. You need a patrol zone type thing where more than 4 people can be, you know, just running around doing events, interacting, and just having fun and getting drops. Like, you need that. Put it in the game. You have the map. You already have the fucking map. And another thing, in PvP, the maps are too cluttered. They're too cluttered, they're too small. You can bounce the weapons all you want. If the maps are always so cluttered and there's cover everywhere and everything, sniper rifles and long range and stuff is never going to rule the day. It's always going to be shotguns and SMGs and damage and shit. So the maps just need to be bigger. More open. Not as cluttered. The same thing in the PvE instance. Like, I know we can't, you know, move super fast because of loading and how the engine works and everything. But, like, this game is super cluttered. Like, it's super cluttered. And, you know, if you just do one pass over the map of just removing things, making the map just a bit more open and not putting as much strain on the engine and stuff, to allow for more enemies to be moving around, or bigger enemies to be moving around and stuff, and you make that the PvE instance only, that's fine. You can even sell it in lore where, like, yeah, it's whatever, 7 months, 9 months, whatever, past the outbreak. Okay, we're trying to, you know, clean up a bit or something, get rid of some of this shit, push cars out of the way or something. You know, it's just really cluttered. Like, this is a lot of clutter. And don't get me wrong, the world is beautiful, and you can keep this for single player, but for multiplayer or a PvE, you know, instance where you have a bunch of players running around the map, you don't have to be this serious. But, you know, then again, what do I know? Why are there things red? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's kind of weird. So, but anyways, that's my take. The PvP, the loot needs to get better. But who knows when? They're just still talking about it and stuff, so who knows when that'll happen, if that'll happen, you know, how much better it's gonna get. And yeah, I'm running a skill build. I finally finished my skill build because I just got lucky with the drops. So, you know, even if someone wanted to make the build I have, I'll be like, yo, tough luck. You know, you have no way of really working towards it. You just gotta hope you get lucky. And that, you know, that sucks. That really does suck. So, what the hell? Okay, that was weird. But I still like the game. It's still a fun game. Making the skill build has made it, like, has renewed my interest in playing the game again, because it's just, to me, it's just fun to play this game now. Oh, look, a fucking bounty. I got a purple, whatever. Yeah, purples, you know, you can get some high rolls on them, but other than that, they're useless pretty much. The game still looks great. It still runs pretty well. They have some performance issues here and there. Texture streaming can be better, but it's still a great looking game. The weather's like, it's still a fucking beautiful game. Like, man, it's still a beautiful game. At least to me. They had an FOV slider too, which I should actually change that. But yeah, the loot, we need ways to grind or remove the restrictions on crafting and recalibration. We need a way to maximize our rolls and make it clear on what drops what. I didn't know cooldown reduction didn't drop on gloves until I looked it up. I wasted so much time trying to get cooldown on gloves. Make that more clear on what drops what in what slot. What is like we have this whole menu for collectibles and everything. I should be able to come in here and be like, hey, what does Wyvernware make? Mask, knee pads, and gloves? Okay, I get that. That's in the game for me. Cool. I don't have to go online and fucking look that shit up. The UI, apply the high contrast UI to the whole thing. Like, come on, man. You made this here now, so like when I highlight over something, like I can't read the red. I don't know, like why is this like add an outline to the numbers or something, man? Why is that like what? How's that so hard? What the fuck? Like, just make the background black. Why is it translucent? Like, I understand you want to make things look nice, kind of make it look like it's like, I don't know, glass or see-through or high-tech or whatever, but it's not Dead Space where he's actually looking at it and it's my character, so fuck it, just fucking it being working properly and being used properly and being useful is better than it just looking, I don't know, looking nice aesthetically but not being that useful. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, I'll check more when maybe they release another big update, or I get the gunner specialization. I really liked it and it's really, changed things up. But yeah, they need a public instance for people to run around and help each other with and stuff. Make PvP, a shit show of AI and players, and just do that. That effect, even that effect there, that effect was cool. I'd never see that. I don't even know what caused that. Well, whatever, anyways. Yeah, you have this whole weather system, play around with that. You have this whole map that's not being put to use that well. Like, it's, in single player, yeah, if you want to get control points, yeah, it's put to use well, but other than that, it's not being put to use well. The fucking White House, why is only the outside instanced? Like, the whole White House should be instanced, like the underground area in the Division 1 where you saw everyone all the time doing everything. I would like to see 8 people at the crafting bench standing there fucking crafting shit or recalibrating shit, because at least makes it feel like there's more people playing. It's more lively. Like like in Destiny, you always have those moments where you're in the tower and you just see a group of people just dancing, or kicking the ball around or some shit. What the fuck? What happened to that in this game? And you had that in Division 1. What? Okay, whatever. Anyways, have the faction intermingle more. Like, you can mix up the missions more. The legendary missions from Division 1, where are those at? Like, I don't know. We fought a helicopter as the end boss in Division 1. The only closest thing I fought to that is the drone. The raid I can't do because I need enough people at the right time and it doesn't have matchmaking. Yeah, see, like, he just pops it. Like, this is the only area you see people, or the safe houses, which are dotted around the entire map. So like that spreads people out thin as fuck. Man. Oh, see, here's a drone. See, these drones are cool, man. These drones are so cool. Why aren't these doing recon when there's no Black Tusk? And they're reconning. Shouldn't they be reconning the area when they're not here, and also when they're here? What the whatever. Like Elite Patrol, maybe that should have a chance of dropping like an exotic material piece or something. or just guarantee you a weapon that you have or something. There's ways to do it. Like, there's good ways to do it, and right now there's easy, just like simple fixes you could put in that would really make the game better. I don't know when. I don't know when it'll come. Don't know if it'll happen. When it'll happen. The game needs it, man. The game needs it. And the game has the skeleton for it. It has the structure. It's fucking there. It's there. It's not using it to the potential it could be used to, man. Like, fuck. Anyways, that's the Division 2. Title update 4. I don't know. I got, maybe all this stuff will happen. I just gotta wait longer. I just gotta be more patient. I don't know. I just hope. I hope these things come sooner than later, man. Like, I love this game, but the shit needs to happen soon. Can't be taking too long to do this shit. And like the outfits, man, like, just separate the outfits. Just separate the outfits. Why, like, why is this a big deal? Why can't I just separate the outfits? I don't understand. I really don't understand. And give me a way to hide my backpack. I understand I have that shoulder thing that shows me shows I'm a division agent or whatever. But man, that could just oh man, slap that on my shirt or something. Just make it a strap that goes around me and my guns hang off of it. Look at Wildlands if you need inspiration on how to do it. There's ways to do it, man. It's not that hard. Hide the skills. Who cares? Fuck. I'm not looking at someone and figuring out how I'm gonna fight them based on their silhouette. I figure out how to fight them based on if I see a drone fly out of their fucking back or whatever, or if I see this green gas that they're healing in or something. Like, it doesn't matter. Anyways. The Division 2, I'm sorry for ranting and going on a rant and fucking... I know this is a big update and it should be about... me praising the update, and don't get me wrong, they did a lot of fixes. The chem launcher fix is wanted by a lot of people. The Firefly is fucking amazing now. They fixed the AI bit. They did a lot of quality of life things. It's all great. It's all needed. It's very welcome. But it's we're kind of getting to a point where too little, too late. We went through all the shit with Division 1, man. What happened? We figured half the shit out already. Why are we doing it over again? Or why didn't we have these discussions long before this game came out? Anyways. Till next time. Till next time. Next update, or until I get this gunner specialization. One or the other, I'll figure it out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the specialization, about where Division 2 is going, what it should do, what it needs to do. But yeah, recap. Public instance, like Destiny, patrol zone type thing. PvP is never going to be balanced, so make it a shit show. Introduce AI into it. Oh, and the hunters, what the fuck? The hunters are, you use them as just a little puzzle boss thing, and that's it. They don't never show up again. Nothing, nowhere. Why? What? Fuck. Anyways, slap hunters, and you'll slap hunters in a dark zone or something, and make it PvE, and just make it fucking hunters only or something. I don't know, man. Fuck, there's so many ways you can play around with it. You have the PTS. Fuck. Jesus. Sorry for cussing so much. God damn. Anyways, take it easy. Till next time.